Hey guys, welcome back to #GetGeeked Saturday Episode 2. Had a 2-week layoff. Adulting, kids, Halloween. It caught up with me. I'm back. I'm weekly. Hit me up in the comments. Use #GetGeeked Saturdays. Give me some geeky stuff to talk about. I'm down to talk about anything. Let's do it together. Today we're going to talk about Star Wars. Probably my favorite thing on the entire planet. You can't see it because it's recording. My phone case is Star Wars. My shirt's Star Wars. Every background on my Apple Watch is Star Wars. And my kids. I have another one, but that's neither here nor there. I love Star Wars. I'm going to talk about a few things today. I want to start with the action figures. You got these guys here and some Legos that have come out. These guys here, $20 a pop, super articulated, very detailed. They're called the Black Series. They just released a whole new Mandalorian line. You've got the Mandalorian in his Beskar armor. You've got a new Cara Dune. Of course, you've got Kylo Ren and the Seventh Sister here. Really cool figures. Definitely worth the $20 if you're a collector. Look into it. Legos. They've got a whole new set of stuff out there. You've got Grievous's ship, the transport for the Knights of Ren, and the Razor Crest, which is the Mandalorian's ship. Very, very cool sets. A lot of pieces on the Razor Crest. Again, it's like $100. Lego. Let's bring your prices down, okay? So we can all enjoy. You know what I mean? Now that we've talked about those few things, I want to get into some comics. A lot of monthly reoccurring comics out there. They re-upped a Star Wars and Darth Vader run. They originally did those in 2015, 2014. Really great comics. New Bounty Hunters line, kind of following the Bounty Hunters of the Galaxy, as you know. Empire Strikes Back. You get a whole slew of them there. You learn a little bit more about them. So that's a cool one. Dr. Aphra. She's basically Space Indiana Jones. She came out in Darth Vader's comic in 2015, 2014. She's a badass. She's got her own comic series, and it's really good. You guys should look into that. Coming up, you've got a Rise of Skywalker graphic novel adaptation. These adaptations from the graphic novels and the TV shows, you learn a lot of things that they didn't put in these movies and shows. So give those a read. They're definitely worth your while. And they're not that expensive. They're like $4 a pop. On that point, graphic novel adaptations, Mandalorian Season 1, they're doing their own adaptation of Season 1 through comics. I love comics. They're a great read. You get a lot of fun stuff in those. The biggest thing they've got going right now is the High Republic. It's set in a very open time, untouched in the Star Wars lore. Set 200 years before the Skywalker saga and 800 years after the fall of the Old Republic. If you're a fan of the Knights of the Old Republic games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, give these a read. They're definitely worth your while. They can do a lot of cool things with this. It's a lot of new characters. You get a young Yoda in there. It's worth your while, guys. Give it a read. They're definitely fun books. Next, I want to move on to some TV. A few things coming out. Mandalorian Season 2. Season 3 is rumored. Season 2, we're 2 episodes in. I'm on board. I love The Mandalorian. He's probably my favorite thing in Star Wars right now. The cliffhanger at the end of Episode 1 was probably one of my favorites ever. My jaw was on the floor. If you know what I'm talking about, you know who that is. I'm sure yours was too. You got a few spin-offs coming out from the old Rebels series and Clone Wars. You've got the Bad Batch covering that the few episode story arc of those guys. Kind of the mess up clones that they turned into badass like guerrilla fighters. That series is going to be awesome, coming out early to mid 2021. Keep a lookout for that, Disney Plus. Ahsoka Tano series featuring Rosario Dawson. She's been wanting to play this character for a very long time. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Cassian Andor series and Obi-Wan Kenobi, both to be determined. You got Ewan McGregor and Diego Luna coming back to reprise their roles respectively. Of course, Cassian Andor, the badass rebel spy. He's got his friend K2SO. Obviously, it's a prequel series because we all know how Rogue One played out. But hopefully you get to see how he meets K2SO. So that would be pretty cool. The Obi-Wan series, you get set between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. So you get to see him watching over Luke, how he gets to be the grumpy old hermit that he is in A New Hope. A few things I'd like to see. One is a follow-up series for Rebels. I want to see Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren go find Ezra like they wanted to. I'm sure it's coming. You can't leave on a cliffhanger like that and expect nobody to remember, but I want to see it. Love Ahsoka. She's one of my favorites. Sabine also grew on me in that series, so two cool characters. I want to see what they do with that one. Last but not least, we're going to talk about a few movies they've got coming out. Of course, I loved the final trilogy, the last one. Kylo Ren's one of my favorite characters. I love Rey. I don't care what any of you say. The Last Jedi was the best Star Wars movie ever. Ever. And Rise of Skywalker was a close second. So, you don't like it, too bad. Your opinion doesn't matter. So, I'm excited to see if they do anything more with those characters, because I love them. I really hope they do. We've got an untitled Taika Waititi film. If you don't know him, he plays Korg. He also did the new Thor movie coming out, Love and Thunder, and Thor 3 Ragnarok. So, you like what he does, he's going to make an awesome fucking Star Wars movie. So I'm looking forward to that one for sure. Kevin Feige, he's got an untitled movie coming out. Nothing concrete yet, except it is happening. Very excited for this one. The guy's the brain behind the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He knows all. He does all. Really excited for that one. Last but not least, again, you guys aren't going to like this. Rian Johnson's trilogy that he still gets because the guys from Dungeons and Dragons. It's funny. The guys from Game of Thrones backed out of their trilogy, so they gave it back to Rian Johnson, and I'm hoping he goes Old Republic era. I love his movies. He has great vision. And he knows Star Wars. I'm sorry, people. I know you don't like it, but he does. And he's going to make some fucking killer movies. I can't wait for those. And, I could talk about this all day, but I think that's all the time I'm going to take from you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next Saturday. Remember to comment. Find out something I want to talk about. If not, I'm going to pick something that I like. And you guys are just going to have to hear me ramble. So, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Remember, #GetGeeky. Stay geeks, y'all. We out.